Hello and welcome to today's video. So this video is essentially a massive book haul of all of the books that I've purchased recently. They are actually mainly new books this time, which is quite shocking. Normally pretty much everything is secondhand, but I only have a little secondhand section, so I'll get to that at the end. And then I've got quite a big pile of new books that I've brought. And I did have a Waterstones voucher, so the ones from Waterstones I did have a voucher for. And then there were just some deals in the works that were too good to pass up on. So we've ended up with this massive, not that massive, but kind of massive book haul. So I'm just going to go through the books, say what they are, talk about them a bit and why I brought them or something like that. If you do hear noise or clicking in the background, it is because Jay is working just behind me. Say hello, Jay. So that is that noise. But yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I'm going to go with the books I got from Waterstones first. So what I will say is I brought 4 books from Waterstones and they were all on the buy one get one half price, so I don't know exactly how it worked out, but it came to about £21, £22, something like that, so quite a good deal for 4 books. So yeah, let's get into it. So book number 1 is h.eather After, and the reason I went for this one specifically from Waterstones is because the Waterstones edition has this very pretty sprayed edge on the side. So this is a contemporary romance book, which I don't read a lot of, but if I'm gonna read it I want to know it's gonna be decent, and this has got so many amazing reviews. So this is a young adult contemporary romance and it's about Felix, and he is black, queer and transgender, and it's just a romance surrounding him, like life, what's going on. I don't know a lot more about it than that, and that's how I'm keeping it. I've heard only good reviews about this and I'm really excited to get to it. Then next up from Waterstones I got This Poison Heart. This is written by the same author as Cinderella is Dead, and I really love that book, so that was my main reasoning for picking this up. And when I picked it up I did think that this was a standalone, the same as Cinderella is Dead, but I have since this week seen on Instagram that there is a sequel coming to this. So it is a series, but I'm still really excited to get to it, and I think I'm probably going to get to it at some point this month, so that's exciting. And I believe that this is another like kind of retelling sort of thing. But yeah, I literally know pretty much nothing about this except I love Cinderella is Dead, and this by the same author, released 1 year later. So I'm just going to read the back for this one because I know nothing. To break an ancient curse, she must let her power bloom. Briseis has a gift. She can grow an apple tree from seed in a heartbeat, and flowers bloom at her touch. And when she inherits an old house, she suddenly has the privacy to test her powers for the first time. But as Brie starts to magic the house's rambling grounds back to life, she finds she has also inherited generations of secrets. In a hidden garden overgrown with the most deadly poisonous plant on earth, a dark legacy lies in her wake, and Brie's long departed ancestors won't let her rest until she finds it. So that's that one. Super excited to get to it, and yeah. Then I also picked up King of the Wicked as it was in paperback in Waterstones. If you've been around BookTube, Bookstagram, any of those, BookTok, you'll have probably heard about this. The second book in this series has just come out in hardback, and from what I know about this one, there's 2 twin sisters. One of them dies. The one left alive wants to have like vengeance for her sister's death, and also meets a guy from like what's it called, one of the wicked princes of hell. Is supposedly looking to do the same thing, but does she trust him, doesn't she? What's going on? I don't know because I haven't read it yet, but we're going to read it at some point soon, so that's that one. And then last but not least from Waterstones I got The Vanishing Half. This one I've heard a lot of good things about, and Waterstones had in this exclusive edition. The colours are slightly different on the cover. I'll put the original cover over here because that's like the most recognisable one. But this looked really pretty and it had sprayed edges, so I eventually got it. This is about 2 identical twins who grow up together, and essentially at some point in life they're split off from each other. One of them identifies and like stays within like the black community, but the other one has actually been white passing, and so it just says her husband knows nothing of her past. So essentially no one knows the like racial identity of this woman. She's just been white passing for a long time, and it sounds, from what it says on the back, like at some point many years in the future when they've like got kids and stuff, they need to meet back up and something's happening, but they've been living these completely separate lives and it follows those lives. It sounds really interesting. I don't think I've explained it very well. Here's the back if you want to just pause the video and read it. It does sound really interesting and I really can't wait to get to this one. So then onto the books I got from the works. I actually technically only have like 2 to show you. I will show you all 6, but I got 2 separate box sets. So the first box set I got was the Shadow and Bone trilogy. This has now been made into a TV show based on the first book, Shadow and Bone, and one of the books in the like other duology set in this same world. And yeah, I don't know a lot about this, to be quite honest. I just know the hype surrounding it. And from what I read on the back of the first book, it sounds really interesting, so I guess I should just do the same and read the back of the first book now. Soldier, Summoner, Saint. Alina Starkov is a soldier. When her regiment is attacked whilst crossing the Shadowfold, a swath of unnatural darkness crawling with monsters, Elena, I don't know how to pronounce that yet, unleashes dormant magic not even she knew she possessed. Now Alina will enter the lavish world of royalty and intrigue as she trains with the Grisha, her country's magical military elite, and falls under the spell of their notorious leader, the Darkling. He believes Alina can summon a force capable of destroying the Shadowfold and reuniting their war-ravaged country, but only if she can master her unnatural, untamed gift. But Alina unlocks the secrets of her past. She will make a dangerous discovery that could threaten all she loves and the very future of a nation. That sounds really interesting. It sounds like the other YA books that I really enjoy. Shadowhunters, Vampire Academy, The Secret Circle, Red Queen, and that sort of book. And I really enjoy that sort of book, so really excited to get to it, and I think it should be a very fast read from what I've heard about it. But yeah, can't wait to get to these. And obviously I know nothing about the second and third book because I don't want to spoil myself, but what it says on the back of the first book I'm really excited about and really excited to read. And I purposely haven't watched the TV show knowing that I'm the sort of person who would want to read the books first, so maybe I'll get to them some point this year, if not early next year. Fingers crossed. And then the other box set that I got from the works is High Black. And it is the Cruel Prince trilogy. I believe that this has a name. The Folk of Air series. So again, I'm going into this without much knowledge on it, but it's another YA fantasy series, very similar to the rest. I know I'm going to want to read it and binge it at some point, and I've heard that if you like the Red Queen series, which I've just finished reading and really enjoyed, then you're gonna like this series, but not to read them too close together because there are a lot of similarities. So that's kind of why when I saw this I picked it up, because I'd already heard that and I was like, well, I've just loved reading the Red Queen series. Everything about that series I've loved is apparently part of this series, so I'm probably gonna love it as well. But yeah, apparently there's a lot of similarities in like character and how characters interact. But yeah, I'm going into it basic know nothing. I haven't even read the back of the book and I'm not going to. I will take it out for the first book in the series, which is The Cruel Prince. That is the back of the book if you do want to pause it and read it. But yeah, I'm going into it knowing absolutely nothing, and that's how I like to go into it. So that was all of the new books that I've managed to find this past month probably. And then there are also 3 different books that I've found in charity shops that I know I want to read. I am trying to get better with my book buying habits, so I haven't been picking up just everything that I want to read, but here are 3 that I found in charity shops. So the first one is Vicious. This is the final Pretty Little Liars books. I am slowly collecting these from charity shops. I read the first and the second one like when the TV series came out, really enjoyed them, never continued with it. So I'm just slowly collecting them from different charity shops. I think I've got about 5 now, but I think there's like a lot of books in the series, so we will wait and see. But yeah, really excited about this one and really excited to read it, and the fact that I've now got the finale kind of means like I can keep collecting them and eventually I will get to it, sort of thing. Like it's more, yeah, because this is book 16, so I've still got 11 to find, but I'm determined, and I think hopefully they should be good fun. Even if they're not amazing, I think they'll be quite like trash, to be honest, and I'll just have fun reading them for like the nostalgia, and I really love the show, so yeah. Then I also found Drums of Autumn. This is, I believe, the 4th book in the Outlander series. Again, a series I'm slowly collecting. I think you can probably see them here. I've got books 1, 3, and I think this is like book 7 or something. So I'm just slowly collecting these. My plan is we want to go to Scotland. These are set in Scotland. These are the books I will take with me and read. That's my plan. That's why I'm slowly collecting them. And I found another one in a charity shop. So all good fun. So yeah. And then last but not least, I found The Wise Man's Fear. This is the book that comes after The Name of the Wind. This is, I think, going to be a trilogy. This was released in 2011 and the 3rd book still hasn't come out, so I'm not in a rush to read these, but I do now own books 1 and 2. I would like confirmation that the 3rd book is coming out, as from everything I've heard, I don't think this ends conclusively. But I am pretty sure that the author started writing the 3rd book and didn't like it, so has restarted it. So I don't know when it's coming, to be quite honest. So no one knows when it's coming. I have just looked on Goodreads and it does look like it has a name released, The Doors of Stone, but there's no release date and there's nothing there. So yeah, really want to get to this series, but don't want to be left on a cliffhanger. I did find book 1 in a charity shop and I've now found book 2, so the plan is to wait till book 3 comes out and binge them all together. So that was all the books. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a bit of a shorter book haul than normal, but I didn't have that much to speak about. Either way, hope you enjoyed it and hope you found some books that you like the sound of as well. Do give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe down below if you'd like to see more content like this, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!